Do you know that one person who always says, maybe next time, whenever you invite them out? Most people think they're rude, antisocial, or just making excuses. But what if they're not avoiding people at all? What if they're simply protecting their peace? Today, we're exploring the psychology of people who genuinely love staying at home and the science behind why they're often misunderstood. Most people believe happiness comes from being surrounded by others, but that's only true for some personalities. Extroverts recharge through conversation, excitement, and social energy. Introverts, on the other hand, recharge through silence. Every social event, even an enjoyable one, slowly drains their mental battery. Home isn't where they hide, it's where they recover. Psychologists explain this through something called optimal arousal theory. Every brain has a different comfort level for stimulation. Some people need constant activity to feel alive, while others perform best in calm, quiet environments. So if someone enjoys staying home, it doesn't automatically mean they're lazy or lonely. Their nervous system simply works differently. There's another reason people love staying home: control. Outside, life is unpredictable. Traffic, noise, crowded places, awkward conversations, and unexpected situations create constant mental pressure. But at home, everything feels familiar. You choose the lighting, the music, the silence, even the pace of your day. For highly sensitive people, that sense of control creates genuine emotional safety. Interestingly, people who spend more time alone often develop a stronger relationship with themselves. Instead of constantly seeking validation from others, they learn to enjoy their own thoughts. That's why many writers, artists, programmers, and deep thinkers produce their best work in solitude. Being alone doesn't always create loneliness. It often creates clarity. Research also suggests that people who enjoy healthy solitude are often more creative, more self-aware, and better at solving complex problems. Some of the world's greatest ideas weren't born in loud parties or crowded rooms. They were born in quiet moments when the mind finally had space to think. Unfortunately, modern culture often sends the opposite message. Social media makes it seem like everyone is always traveling, partying, and living their best life. But real happiness doesn't look the same for everyone. For some people, a peaceful evening, a favorite movie, warm coffee, and zero obligations feel far more fulfilling than any party ever could. Of course, not every person who stays home is simply introverted. Sometimes the reason is deeper. Social anxiety, past trauma, or depression can make home feel like both a safe place and a prison. That's why it's important to ask yourself one question: do I stay home because it gives me peace, or because leaving feels impossible? The answer makes all the difference. For those who truly enjoy staying home, life isn't smaller, it's simply quieter. They notice the little things most people overlook: the smell of coffee in the morning, sunlight entering through the window, a favorite book, a peaceful evening, or the comfort of familiar routines. They don't need constant excitement because their inner world is already rich enough. So tell me honestly, are you someone who feels happiest at home, or do you think people who stay home are just making excuses? Let me know in the comments. And if you're curious about the hidden psychology behind everyday human behavior, subscribe now, because the next video might explain something about yourself that you've never noticed before.